Hello, travelers. This is Sophie Kaner, co-creator and producer of the Penumbra podcast. And today... Why are you giving me that look? I'm trying to look excited. Oh, okay. Today we have an announcement for all of you listeners in the Boston area who like things that are spooky and sexy and queer, because that's what we're all about at the Penumbra. We wanted to tell you the good news about Spider Cult the Musical, which is Boston's first all-original sci-fi horror burlesque musical, having its world premiere at Oberon in Harvard Square. Follow young Scout and her girlfriend Blondie down their dark path of despair and dismemberment as they're hunted by the bloodthirsty, fanatical, all-female spider cult, and grab your tickets while you can. With an all-original score by Catherine Capozzi and featuring some of the best of the Boston burlesque scene, Spider Cult is ready to rock your world, pitiful mortals. Spider Cult's premiere is one weekend only, June 24th and 26th, so go to AmericanRepertoryTheater.org and snag your tickets. We'll be there, and we hope to see you too. While I have your attention, I want to remind you to check us out on Facebook at The Penumbra Podcast, follow us on Twitter at The Penumbra Pod, and shoot us an email at thepenumbrapodcast@gmail.com. We want your feedback so that we can make the show as good as it can be. And we also need your support to keep making it. So please, please, please leave us a rating and review on iTunes. And tell your friends, because the only way to get people to listen is to tell them about it. And you know how much it sucks when you're part of a fandom and nobody else knows about that thing and you just want to talk about it and you have no one to talk to about it? Well, this is just the best way to prevent that problem. We're helping you out. So tell your friends. And we will see you in 2 weeks on June 7th for Juno Steel and the Day That Wouldn't Die.
Good evening, traveler. Welcome to the Penumbra. May I take your coat? You've picked an excellent place to spend the night, dear traveler. The Penumbra is the grandest hotel this side of nowhere. Countless rooms and countless halls. Just look ahead of you. See the doors go on and on. Even we aren't sure how many there are, or what lies behind them all. Will you be staying long? Many of our guests do. You're in good company, traveler. The Penumbra draws guests from everywhere and every when, and all of them have stories to tell. Stories that will excite you, delight you, and maybe even terrify you. Don't believe me? Well, see for yourself. Do be careful with this next guest of ours, dear traveler. She has a habit of taking things that don't belong to her. Oh, I wouldn't call her a thief, necessarily. She just follows that age-old code of honor. Give to the needy and take from, well, everyone else. What luck! It sounds like she's in. Come, traveler, come with me into room 26. The Coyote of the Painted Plains.
Next stop, Crossroads, 1 hour. Crossroads, 1 hour.
Beau? Beau, did you hear that? I didn't think so. Well, I suppose you do have a long day ahead of you. Excuse me, sir. Have you ever been to Crossroads before?
Well, that's where I'm from, ma'am. Headed back home now. You have some business in Crossroads?
Well, Beau, my fiancé, he's just taken a job as the sheriff there. We're moving there now.
Well, I'll be. Pleasure to meet you, Miss,
Watkins. But please, call me Mary Ann.
My name's George Willis, ma'am. I work over in the sheriff's office. Your husband and I'll be getting to know each other pretty well, I expect.
Fiancé.
Sleepy feller, ain't he? He's gonna need all the rest he can get.
Is it a dangerous town, Crossroads?
Oh, not more so than any other place around these parts. But you live this far out, and, well, all I'll say is there are certain kinds of people live out here you want to stay away from. And in luck, they're the kinds of people your husband will be putting away soon.
Fiancé. Mr. Willis, do you know if there's an opening at the school over in Crossroads?
Don't reckon so. Mrs. O'Reilly's filled that position long as I can recall. Why?
Oh, well, it's just...
You don't mind my asking, ma'am? You said you're looking for a school?
Yes, I was.
To teach or to learn?
Why, teach.
You any good at it?
Listen here, I don't think the lady much likes you horning in like this.
I certainly don't.
No good, then. Thought as much.
You pompous... For your information, I taught at Springfield Primary for 5 full years before I set foot on this train, and I plan to teach at Crossroads Primary, or whatever they call it, for 10 times as long before I'm through. And the first thing I'll teach those little boys and girls are some manners, so they don't end up as rude and spiteful as you.
Quite a record, Miss Watkins. Sorry to have troubled you, ma'am. See you again soon.
You see that you don't!
I'm sorry about all that, ma'am. Shameful behavior. That stranger sure did remind me of someone, though.
What in the world? This isn't Crossroads, is it?
I thought we were still an hour away.
That's what I heard, but...
What in tarnation?
Gunfire! Beau! Beau! For God's sakes, Beau, get up! There's gunfire on the train!
Ow!
You could sleep through the rapture, Beau Richmond.
Afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is a stick-up, plain and simple. Play nice and nobody has to get hurt.
I knew you were trouble.
What? You say something, honey?
I said get up, Beau. We're being robbed.
This here's my associate.
Beau, this is a hostage situation.
And that bag he's holding is powerful hungry. Those of you who've read the papers know the rules just fine. Wallets and watches in the bag, gentlemen. Ladies, hand over your necklaces, your rings, your bracelets, your sew-ons, and your sew-ons. You can keep that necklace, ma'am. I ain't here to take your garbage.
Land sakes, we're being robbed.
Now do something about it.
Of course. No need to worry, folks.
Sir, if you're grandstanding yourself into the hero of this here train car, I'd recommend you sit back down. 'Cause this gun I got in my hand here came straight off your belt, you see.
Don't make me... Well, I'll be damned.
Beau!
Well, you ain't gonna get away with this, you hear? First thing I'll do when I get to office is get some boys together, and we'll...
Follow my meaning, Sheriff?
Sit down, Beau.
I ain't done yet. You can't get away with it.
Sit down.
Best listen to the lady, Sheriff. She picked up all the sense you just dropped.
I ain't gonna get away with it.
That's right. One at a time, no pushing or shoving. Y'all get to feed the sack eventually.
Thomas, no!
I dropped it.
Thomas, you stay right there, or... Thomas!
Beau, that little boy, he's headed straight towards that awful bandit.
Ain't nothing we can do, Marianne.
You have to do something.
And get everyone in the dang carriage shot? Don't you move, Marianne. Ain't nothing to do but sit still and cooperate till we get back and settle this right.
But...
Ain't no bandit runs free forever. We'll get her. Don't you worry about that.
Thomas, get back here.
Here, sir, you keep this bill and use it to buy another pair of pants. I think you just about ruined those ones. Now, quickly, ma'am, quickly, and this'll all... Well, what do we have here?
Found it.
Hello there, little sir. You coming to put a wallet in the bag like the grown-ups?
Beau, you do something or she's going to kill that boy.
Hush, Marianne.
Let me see if I got a little something for you here.
Marianne, you get away from that bandit right this second.
You monster! Don't you dare raise a gun to this child! If you so much as lay a hand on him, I'll skin you alive, I swear I will! I'll tear that filthy gun from your hands and beat you with it, do you understand me?
Reckon I do, Miss Marianne.
Thomas, was it? You run back to your grandfather. Go, quickly.
Grandpa.
Now, my jewelry, is that right?
You know that boy, ma'am?
I hardly see what business that is of yours.
Person holds a gun, gets whatever business she takes a shine to, I reckon. You know that child before this fine afternoon, Miss Marianne?
No, I've never seen him before.
Hell of a thing, jumping on that boy like that. You could have got shot.
I certainly could have, but...
I think that's plenty, you...
You was saying, miss?
Well, I had to, didn't I? I wasn't about to let you shoot a child, you...
Good enough for me. Here, Sheriff, catch. I'll trade you. You can take my associate here, but Miss Mary Ann's coming with me.
Like
I
hell
most
she
certainly
is.
am not.
I see the court accepts my rebuttal. Come along, miss. We got a horse to catch.
Beau!
Marianne, I'll find you, darling. Don't you worry. And you outlaw, you'll pay for this. By God, you'll pay.
I don't doubt that one bit, Sheriff. Gentlemen, ladies.
Don't you touch me with that dirty gun,
You talk a lot. Good boy, Moonshine.
Sheriff! What you gonna do, Sheriff?
Well, I'll hunt that dang bandit down. I'm the sheriff, Anna. Just as soon as we get to Crossroads, by God, I'll have the whole dang county after that outlaw. I swear I will. Just you wait, bandit. I'm coming for you.
Try and stay calm, Sheriff. He should be here any minute now.
About as calm as I'm liable to get, George. All these dang bandits about, it makes a man sick.
Golly, Sheriff, you do have a fire worked up.
Shoot, my wife on the line? Course I do.
Well, Crossroads is lucky to have you, Sheriff. We need a man who gets things done. Yes, sir, we're real lucky to have you. Only...
Only what?
Listen, Sheriff, I only ask you this because you seem like a good sort.
I appreciate it, George, but don't hold back on my account.
Well, it still ain't too late to tell him not to come.
Not to come? What in tarnation are you talking about? You told me to send for him in the first place.
Now, Sheriff, I never did such a thing. You asked me who it was could track down that bandit better than any other, and I told you. Only...
I'm getting mighty tired of all these onlys, George.
Well, Sheriff, there's men like you, see, who get the job done for everyone. And then there's men like him. Get the job done just for their own self.
A bounty hunter, you mean?
Bounty hunter's just what a man does, Sheriff. I'm talking about... They say Joe Nix is the man you call if you just need things to get done so bad you don't care how they happen. Understand, Sheriff?
That's good, ain't it? I need things done. All Crossroads needs this bandit gone, yourself included, George.
Course we do. Only...
Enough with your onlys, George. I ain't never faulted a man for getting a job done before, and I'm not about to do it now. If this man's good enough, why, maybe I'll deputize him. You said yourself Crossroads needs men like us.
Course I did. Only... I hope you know what you're doing, Sheriff.
Oh, knock it off, George. You're getting worked up over nothing. Thanks for coming so quick, Mr. Nix. I'm Sheriff... Please, come right in.
Joe, don't you think you ought to...
Now, ain't nothing to it, George. This feller here just likes to get right to things. Don't like his time wasted, and I respect that. Mr. Nix, how much do you know about the bandits over east of here? Fair amount, I suppose, given what I heard. George says you've got quite a tracking record. He do speak English, don't he?
Well, that is the last straw. Now, I don't care who you are, Mr. Nix, but you can't just come into this here sheriff's office, scowling and cigarilla rolling, and just go puffing away like some kind of...
George!
Your hat. I haven't talked, Sheriff, because I've heard nothing worth spending the breath on. Now quit wasting my time.
Why, sure. Your record speaks for itself, I suppose. Got held up about 50 miles east. Stopped the whole train, took wallets and jewelry down the line. Rode a horse you called Moonshine.
Moonshine.
You know her?
Chance.
About how good a chance would you say?
That's her name. Chance Sequoyah.
This happened when?
About 2 hours ago.
Then the trail's still fresh. I hope your horse is quick, Sheriff.
Sheriff? You sure you...
Of course I'm sure, George. We'll catch that bandit, get my wife, and be back in time for supper. Not a bad first day on the job, if I do say so myself.
Well, if you say so, Sheriff. If you say so.
Whoa, moonshine, whoa! Here we are, miss. Welcome home.
Home? If you think for an instant I will ever call this rotten little shack home, you must have more rocks in that skull than brains. You low
No
down...
rocks, miss. You don't have to call it anything you don't want, neither. My, you do raise a ruckus.
I've every right. Let go of me, you...
And you've a right to stay tied up to moonshine here all night if you like, too. Now, you gonna keep kicking and batting? Thought not. Now, you want to talk about this like adults?
Adults? Why, you tied me to a horse and carried me away like a sack of groceries, you brute.
And I do rightly apologize for the imposition, Miss Marianne. I didn't see no way around it.
You'll never keep me here. Beau will find me.
Maybe so.
Well, even if he doesn't, I'll run away. You try to lock me up, you foul thing, and I'll hit you so
No
hard.
need for locking nor hitting, miss. You want to run, go right ahead.
You won't chase me?
Chase you? Nah, I don't reckon I will. Gets cold out there at night, and there's all manner of things but run in the desert come nightfall. Snakes and scorpions and coyotes and such like. So, you going?
Why am I here anyway? Ransom, is that it?
No need to get into business so late, miss. If you're still here in the morning, we can talk it through civil like. Come on, I'll show you your room.
I will not move from this spot.
Suit yourself. Gets cold out here, though.
You... Oh! You'll be easy to find, Bandit. Huge ranch houses don't just pop up in the middle of the desert like this.
They do if you build them.
And you built this?
Yep.
Well,
I think I did all right.
and how did you get the money to build this exactly? Stealing from people?
Yep.
You really don't care, do you? Oh, I can't believe it! Dirty, thieving coyote, you!
Your room's in there. You're welcome. Good night. See you come morning.
You will not! First light, I'll walk right out that door.
Do as you like, miss. Good night.
That awful, no good... Oh!
Chance, is that you?
Oh, you scared me, you... Why, you're just a child.
Ma'am, do you know where Chance is? I can't find her anywheres.
Chance? You mean that bandit?
I don't know any bandits, ma'am.
Of course not. You're all right, aren't you? Not hurt or anything?
I've got a skin knee, ma'am, but I'll be brave.
And what's a little boy doing all the way out here in the desert?
Well, most of us is sleeping.
Most of us? There are more of you?
Oh, hundreds more. Thousands, probably.
Thousands?
Well, I think it's thousands. We got more boys than I got fingers, anyway. And even more girls than that.
A house full of kidnapped children way out in the desert. It's the most awful thing I've ever heard. What's your name, little boy?
Billy, ma'am.
Well, don't you worry, Billy. The sheriff will come, and then you'll be back to your parents in no time at all. You and all your friends.
Parents? Oh, my parents died a long time ago, ma'am.
That bandit!
Golly, I wish it was bandits. But my daddy got took by Grip before I was born, and my mama got took by it a year after. Grip ain't so exciting as bandits, though.
But then, what sense is there in kidnapping?
Ma'am, do you mind if I come sleep in your bed tonight?
If you what?
Ashley told all kinds of stories about ghosts and like, and I got nightmares, something powerful. And Chance never lets me sleep in her bed on account of I'm 10 years old, and that's near full grown, and...
Why, you're shaking like a leaf. Come here, child, come here.
Thanks, ma'am.
You're welcome. Billy,
Yes, ma'am.
this Chance you keep talking about, is she tall? Wears a hat? Sounds kind of like this.
That's her. That's just like her.
Does she take good care of you? Feed you? Give you clothes?
Oh, sure. She goes away about once a month, comes back with all kinds of things. Toys and food and clothes and everything. Oh, and books, I suppose.
You suppose?
I suppose they're books, ma'am, but I don't know. I can't read 'em none.
We'll get you out of here, Billy. I promise. We'll find you a beautiful home, and then you can do whatever you want, and you won't have to wait for... Well, I suppose little boys are the same no matter where you go. So it's Chance, is it? Well, Chance the Bandit, I think you'll find Miss Mary Anne Watkins to be more than you bargained for.
Morning, Miss Marianne. Hungry?
If you think I'm staying for breakfast, Bandit, you're as stupid as you are mean.
Long walk across that desert. Need to eat up if you're going to make it. Got eggs ready. Bacon, too.
I don't like eggs. I certainly don't like bacon. And even if I did, I wouldn't eat anything cooked by hands as filthy as yours.
Sit down, Miss Marianne. I can hear your stomach from across the room. You sleep well?
As well as can be expected.
Good. My, those grimy eggs sure are disappearing quick.
How dare you?
What, did you want them sunny side up?
You know full well what. The children.
Did one of them break something?
Kidnapping poor children and keeping them here like the beast in some fairy tale? Have you no shame?
None whatsoever. Don't see how that pertains to the little ones, though.
I spoke to one of them, you know. Little Billy came into my room last night, pale as a sheet.
You didn't let him sleep in there, did you?
Scared out of his mind, no mother or father.
Damn it, you did, didn't you? Boy's 10 years old. That's almost full grown.
He can't read a word, can't even count on his own fingers. And I doubt any of the others you have here are any better. What happens to them when they're grown up? Will you just cast them out, sink or swim?
They's smart kids, all of them. Ain't one of them gonna sink.
I've seen dozens of smart children go nowhere, Chance, because their parents pulled them out of school. Unless your plan is for every one of them to work their fingers raw on a farm or beg for food on the street, they need to be taught.
Don't you think I know that?
Well, I do now.
In all your expertise on little ones, you ever see what happens to those who ain't got parents?
They're sent to orphanages.
Nearest orphanage is 4 states east. Try again.
Well, neighbors take them in, I suppose.
Ain't that too right? Round here, everyone could use a free pair of hands. Farm labor's expensive. Kids ain't. Don't cost nothing to replace, neither.
They wouldn't.
They do. Lucky ones, anyway. Others get kicked out, like you said. Beg on the street, or...
Or what?
Never mind.
Listen, Bandit. I understand what you're saying, but you can't... They need to learn!
I agree wholeheartedly, miss. If only someone would do them the honor.
Oh, no. I will not stay here and teach your runaways. I have a fiancé waiting for me. I have a life to return to.
That's a real shame, miss. Real shame.
So, that's it then.
Reckon it is.
I'm leaving. You better tell me which way to cross this desert, or I swear
You're headed
to
north
you...
by northeast. Cliff over that way looks kind of like a whale. Head to the top and you should see a town. Here.
What's this?
Well, see, if you look right here, this red arrow always tells you where north is.
I know what a compass is.
Take moonshine while you're at it. Just let him go in town and he'll find his way back.
I'll do just that.
Oh, and, Miss Marianne, you can go if you like, only I want to say 2 things first.
What?
Well, first, It'll be mighty lonely without you here. Kinda got used to things this way. You in your room at night, us eating eggs and such like come morning.
This is the first time we've ever done that.
And second, well, I might have told some little ones you'd read them a story this morning.
Well, you can tell them that the story's been canceled.
I'd love to, miss, only...
There she is. It's Miss Marianne.
Only they're waiting right outside for you.
You awful, no good, low down...
Come on, Miss Marianne. Tell us a story.
Go on, miss. One little story ain't gonna take all day.
No, I suppose it won't. Now, children, have any of you heard a lovely story called The Bandit Who Learned to Rue the Day?
Whoa there, boy. Whoa. What's wrong, Mr. Nix? You see something? Ah, you're busy. I'll leave you to it then. Well, God almighty, if it ain't hot out here. Say, you ain't fixing to take another rest, are you? I know we gotta keep the horses fresh, but when I get to thinking about how that bandit's gone and kidnapped my Marianne...
Stop that. Tracks are fresh. Deep. Broad hooves. Moonshine.
What's that? You found her? Well, it sure looks like you did.
South by southwest. Head toward the cliff over there.
So they are.
Chance would pick a spot nearby. Easy to scout the area.
Hey, you sure talk like you know this bandit, Nix. How come... Oh, we're riding again. We're riding. Yeah, boy. Yeah. Just hang tight, Marianne. We're coming for you.
What the... That damn bandit! You!
Morning, Miss Marianne. Hungry?
Oh, no, not again. You cheat. You tricked me.
I don't recall.
You recall perfectly well. I was going to leave yesterday, and look at me.
You do seem a mite ruffled. Don't recall any tricking, though. I don't recall even speaking, truth be told. You were mighty busy with the kids. Breakfast's ready.
Busy. Yes, I suppose I was. Thank you.
So? Hope they didn't tire you out.
Oh, they certainly did. Don't be angry with them. It wasn't their fault, but my, they're curious. So many questions.
Never had someone round with answers. Told me you said something about giving a counting lesson today, too.
Oh, I did, didn't I? But I can't.
Why not?
My fiancé, I have responsibilities.
Can you wait till after coffee, anyway?
I suppose... Chance?
Yes'm?
Yesterday you were going to tell me what happens to some of the children who lose their parents.
I do recollect something along those lines.
And I've been thinking about it. Chance, you...
If you're gonna ask, then ask.
You were one of them, weren't you? An orphan.
That I was.
So, nobody took you.
Neighbors took me in, just like you said. Didn't take too kindly to a half-breed like myself. So I ran away.
What did you do?
Ain't interesting.
It is.
It ain't. Begged for a while. At some point I figured out you get a lot more of what you need if you just take it. So I took out of people's pockets, their purses, and then I wanted to take something bigger. When you got nothing, and you see a man who's got it all, you take the notion he's the kind of man you want to learn from. You want what he's got, no matter how he got it.
Did you know a lot of men like that?
Just one. One's enough.
That's horrible, Chance, but it's no excuse for stealing from people.
Oh, I know that, Miss Marianne. Leastways, I tell it to myself often enough, only it don't sound quite so right when I say it.
Well, it's true. There have to be other ways to provide for the children.
I only know the one.
Oh, there must be something you can do. You're so good with that horse. There must be something you could do with that.
Thought about doing the rodeo for a while, but I didn't take too well to the makeup and the big red nose.
You don't need to be a clown. You could be the hero, the cowboy.
Oh, I don't cut such a figure as that.
Well, I wouldn't... You... Shouldn't be so quick to say that.
You know, you don't cut such a bad figure yourself, miss.
What?
I mean it.
Let go of my hand, you... What kind of a girl do you think I am?
I gotta say, miss, I thought I knew. Guess I was wrong. My mistake won't happen again.
It had most certainly better not.
I won't touch your hand nor nothing else without your say-so. That's all.
Well, I certainly will not say so.
Then don't.
I won't!
You're taking an awful lot of noise to deliver the message is all.
I've had enough of this. I'm leaving.
All right, miss. Moonshine's tied up around the back. Good luck with your bow.
I won't stay another second. And if I never see you again, it'll be too soon. You no-good, low-down, dirty, rotten... Ah! Chance!
Get down!
Are you all right?
I said get down, goddammit!
What in the hell are you thinking, Nix? My wife is in there.
Fiancé! Beau!
Chance, Sequoyah, I'm calling you out.
Hell.
It's all right, Chance. It's just Beau. I'll talk him down and this will... let go of me!
Joe Nix, huh? You keep real good company, Sheriff.
You two know each other?
All too well.
What brings you round here, Joe? They run out of rooms in hell?
Nope. I hear they have one left. You want to take it? Or should we give it to this boy here?
Chance, help me!
Billy!
Nix, this has gone too dang far. Sequoyah, I think you better get out here.
Some sheriff, your fiancé. Got a boy in danger 2 feet away and he's shouting for me to come fix it.
Beau has the situation under control. I'm sure of it.
Come out, Sequoyah. There's a powerful itch in this finger you don't want me to scratch.
Miss Mary Ann, hand me that broom.
The what?
Now! Put my hat on. There. Now hold this.
Hold... Oh!
You have 3 seconds, Sequoyah. 3,
Dang it, Nix, stop fooling around.
2,
Let the kid go, god dang it.
1.
Chance, no!
There. I got her, Nix, see? Right through the head. Now you just let that boy go and we'll... Hey, where the hell you pointing that thing?
See this bullet, Sheriff?
Sure I do.
You'd better hope Sequoiah's still alive. I've been saving her this bullet for 5 years. And by sundown, that bullet's going somewhere. You understand?
Listen, Nix, ain't no need... Ugh.
The law's more trouble than it's worth, kid. You remember that.
Yes, sir.
And no crying. If I see one more tear, you'll go just like Sequoyah. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Not so hard, is it? You might be useful one day. Now, want to show me where the key is to that door over there?
Come on, Chance, where are you?
I don't know, sir. I've never seen it locked before.
Even better. Come on, boy. Lead the way.
Put those hands up where I can see 'em, Joe.
Chance!
I'm impressed, Sequoyah. You got the slip on me.
That was my favorite hat, Joe. Hope you got a replacement handy.
I'm sure the Undertaker will have a spare.
Ah!
Let the kid go, Nix.
I will, but not here. How about that cliff over there?
You're a real poet, Joe. But if you think you're gonna make it all the way there without getting shot, you're even dumber than I remembered.
Oh, I will. Midnight here is a strong horse, but skittish. She feels me fall off, and she's bound to buck. And what do you think that boy's odds are then? I'll be waiting, Sequoyah. Ha!
Moonshine!
Chance!
Old business, Marianne. Moonshine!
I don't care how old your business is. I'm going with you.
No, you ain't.
I am. I'm not just going to sit here while you get shot at and that awful man takes Billy.
Hiya, Moonshine!
Where do you think you're going? Get back here! Get... Oh!
Excuse me? Miss Marianne?
What do you want, Tobias?
I thought you might want to know that everyone else is accounted for, ma'am. I got them all together myself.
Thank you, Tobias. At least there's that.
And, ma'am?
Yes, Tobias?
The, other one? The one who came with that Nix fella? Looks like he's waking up, ma'am.
Oh, my dang head.
What should we do with him?
My useless fiancé, you mean? The sheriff who let 2 kidnappings go by right under his nose?
I wouldn't know, ma'am. This is only my first kidnapping.
I don't care what you do with him, Tobias. Send him out on the horse he rode in on. The horse. Hiya! Horse! Go!
That was a hell of a... Why, that's Marianne! Taken away again! You see who took her so far, boy?
She didn't run, if that's what you mean, sir.
You're right, she didn't. Why, that's my horse! My own wife, stolen by my own horse!
I don't know, sir. It kind of looks like...
I'm coming, Marianne, don't you worry!
Chance, you're here.
Joe?
Sequoyah. You stand over there, boy.
Yes, sir.
Brought a present for you, Joe. Where do you want me to put it?
In good time. Let me enjoy the moment.
Never thought I'd see the day. Was pretty sure our time together was through.
Should be. You owe me a lot of money, Sequoyah.
Did you one better with it? Made a donation on your behalf. Good cause, too.
Yourself.
You're welcome.
I didn't come out here for an apology. I came for my money. Now, do you have it?
Must have left it in my other pair of pants. Didn't buy it? Don't blame you, Nix. I only got one pair.
We worked that job together.
And I regret that every day.
I want my cut!
Well, I ain't got it. You here to waste my time or to shoot, Joe?
It doesn't have to be this way. There's a train coming in from Philadelphia.
Fight me, Joe.
A bank train. Marks like you wouldn't believe. We take every cent. You use your half to pay me back. And we move on.
Fight me.
You could have been someone, Chance. That's the only reason I took you in to begin with. But this is just depressing. Count of 3, we fire.
Don't know if I can wait that long, Nix, but I'll sure try.
You'd better. You want me to count, or should we let the boy do it?
Can you count to 3, Joe? Now I'm impressed. Stay right there, Billy. No matter what happens, got it?
Got it, Chance.
Good.
You ready, Sequoyah?
Yep.
All right, then. 1.
Chance, no.
Quiet! I hunted you down for being a cheater, Sequoyah. If you thought I'd give you the chance to cheat me again. Pay close attention, boy. This is how you take what you're owed.
Pretty view from down here, ain't it, Joe? I dodged. You missed. And you were too damn proud of yourself to notice. Look away, please, Billy.
Yes, Chance.
And I ain't proud of what I'm about to do, understand?
Yes, Chance.
Good.
Chance! Billy! Is everything all right?
All right as it can be, considering.
I heard gunfire. Where's... Oh.
Nix is with his own kind now. Won't bother us no more.
Miss Marianne, can I ask you a question?
Yes?
How come you brought a frying pan all the way out here with you? Ain't nothing to cook with. Ain't nothing to cook.
Well, I suppose it is a frying pan, isn't it?
You, riding to the rescue with a frying pan?
Yes, I was.
Mind if I ask what your plan was? Cook 'em eggs or something?
Well, I needed to take something, didn't I?
Well, I'm sure glad you did. It's mighty good to see you, Miss Marianne. With a guardian angel like you, those eggs had better watch out.
Don't make fun. I was worried about you, Chance. I thought that awful man was going to kill you.
Didn't think you'd mind so much. Dirty, no good, so on and so forth like me.
Of course I'd mind, Chance. You are dirty, and no good, and you're... But you're also... And
But what, miss?
Chance!
Don't worry, Marianne. I got her.
Beau?
Hold on. I'm almost there. I saved you, Marianne. The boy, too. I got the bandit.
Chance, are you all right?
Oh. Just got my leg, Billy. I'll live. You okay?
I'm fine now, Chance. You were so brave.
Well, then I feel better already.
Wait, but, boy, get away from that no-good, low-down train robbing...
Beau!
Yes, honey?
Well, that's gonna be a big lump come wedding day.
I don't plan to find out.
Well, that was very nice, miss.
Mm-hmm.
I told you you'd come running.
I still have that frying pan, Chance. If you don't stop, I'll send you running.
Why don't we let Moonshine do the running? Come on up, you two. Let's go home. Hey-ya, Moonshine! Hey-ya!
The tale you've just heard, The Coyote of the Painted Plains, was told by the following people. Kate Jones as Marianne Watkins, Sophie Kaner as Chance Sequoyah, Dan Squizero as Sheriff Beau Richmond, Elliot Sicard as Joe Nix, William Drury as Billy, and Noah Symes as George Willis, Tobias, and the conductor. On staff at the Penumbra, Kevin Vibert is our lead writer and recording engineer. Sophie Kaner is our director, lead editor, and sound designer. Ryan Vibert wrote our music. The Penumbra was created by Sophie Kaner and Kevin Vibert. I'm so sorry you've been called away, dear traveler. We eagerly await your return.